are ready to put forth a performance worthy of the light show that they've treated these fans to ahead of our primetime clash. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bobcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man quickly. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Past the first down marker and still running. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Bobcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. The give to the back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss to the outside. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. The 20. Past the touchdown, Texas State. Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. has to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 56 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Red Wolves, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket. You know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's going to run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He's up to 94 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone, using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The option look. The give to the tailback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulsa rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Fighting off the defender. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Red Wolves in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the timing just a hair off. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Bubba? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He lets it fly. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Bobcats. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense did. Chance, defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's bad.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Orlando. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
To the air on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Bobcats will hustle to the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get some. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes.
He tries to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Orlando. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He'll try the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bobcats are marching down the field. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down.
Gashes the heart of the knee. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right?
Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Orlando. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big...
Breaks free in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but oh, look out, the ball's free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've gotten the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give and tick, 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 tick. Fakes it past the marker. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. The give. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Arkansas State, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Arkansas State.
I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's going for it all. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Bobcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
To attempt to try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze, where do I need to get a little bit better?